if you follow me on Twitter or Instagram or even the blog, you'll know that at the start of this month I was in Italy and it was magical. There was eating, there was drinking, there was riding around on the back of Mr. P's motorbike. It was amazing, utterly amazing. It has, however, led to 3, maybe 4 interesting days in the little pink kitchen. Those are what known as the 3 or 4 days before payday. And today I was kind of rummaging in the pink fridge, which is looking kind of empty, trying to find something I could make for the dinner. I found a couple of rashers of bacon in the freezer, a little lump of cheese, some eggs, and I thought pasta carbonara. Now, if I was a proper food person writing a proper recipe for this, I'd be insisting on it being spaghetti carbonara. It's 4 days before payday and I don't have spaghetti. So this is pasta carbonara. What you do is you get some water hot from the kettle and you pour it into a saucepan. Good kettle full of water. Nice and boiling and hot. You turn that on to boil and you turn it on the correct ring and get that water boiling. Nice and hot. You add a reasonable amount of salt. I add a generous pinch like this to my water for pasta. And wait for that to boil. While that's waiting to boil, you get 2 rashers of bacon that have kind of come from the bottom of the freezer, and you separate them. You cut off the big rinds, like so, and you cut the bacon into small chunks, like so. Cut. Nice bacon, all cut up, like so. By now, your water is nice and boiling, so you add your pasta. I should have add about 2 handfuls a person. And one of my pet hits in life is leaving a straggly little gnawing portion in a bag. So I'll put that in for good measure. Turn the timer on for the length of time it says on the back of your packet. Pasta is horrendous when it's overcooked. And I mean, I don't know. Some people see using a timer as kind of an admission of defeat or something. As if like having magical powers that means you know exactly how long 9 minutes last means you're like super manly or something. I don't have those powers. I use a timer. So when the pasta's boiling for 9 minutes, you turn on a low heat of the frying pan, like so. And over that low heat, you heat 2 tablespoons of oil. See, I bought pretty things in Italy. Don't mind being skint for a few days. It was worth it. About 2 tablespoons of light olive oil into the frying pan, like so. Then, to the oil, you add your chopped up bacon, like so. Now, what I do for a bit of extra flavour is add these little rinds and then kind of pick them out whenever it comes to the saucy part. I don't know if it actually does anything, but in my head it makes for tastier sauce. So I'm happy to roll with that. And you just let that bacon cook. I maybe put that bacon in a little bit early. Oh well. few months before payday. Let me move this over so I can be a little bit closer to you. Wouldn't that be fun? The glorious few days before payday. Well, when you find an extra pound down the back of the sofa, you think you've struck gold. Where you're especially grateful for a fully stamped Nero loyalty card. It's such an interesting time, a few days before payday. Oh well. So you get your bacon and you fry it off. It should only take a few minutes. While the bacon's frying, you get a big bowl. And into that big bowl, you grate some Parmesan cheese. Now what you're looking for is about 2 tablespoons of Parmesan cheese. It's like a block about that size, so 2 fingers square. It's a 2 fingers thing again. I clearly spent too much of my university years drinking, not enough of my university years actually studying. And you grate the Parmesan into a bowl. I don't know what it is for grating. I think it might be my most hated kitchen chore. It just seems so tedious and dull and boring. I'm so clumsy. I usually grate a nail or a finger or an elbow or something into the dinner. But you grate your Parmesan cheese. Grate, 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 grate. Grate, 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 grate. Grate, 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 grate. And you keep grating. Grating. Think about those nice times in Italy when you weren't totally skint. When you were lying on a sun lounger drinking Prosecco. When you were on the back of Mr. P's motorbike and he was getting all manly and dropping clutches. Is that what you do in tunnels to make it really noisy? I know, you do things to make things really noisy in tunnels. I learned when motorbikes through Italy, tunnels are a really, really, really big deal. You have to hear first, folks. Great, 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 great. Great, 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 great. Great, 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 great. There we have it. Say about 2 tablespoons of grated Parmesan. You go over to your bacon and you give it a nice little stir. Some lovely, crispy, crunchy bacon. Bacon. Any skin doesn't matter as long as you have bacon. Bacon. Now you can see here that I have nice golden crispy bacon, and I'm going to pick out the 2 big bits of fat and be left with this. Turn down the heat a little bit, and to this, depending how much time you have left on your pasta, add about 50 millilitres of marsala. That made me feel proper chefy. Let your proper chefs run the skin before payday. Stir that around and let it hubble and bubble for a little minute or 2. And it will bubble and bubble. And then, after about a minute, maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more, you'll eventually be left with this sort of like thick, syrupy sauce that kind of like coats the bottom of the frying pan. It's really, really good. You turn the heat off it, and into your bowl you break 2 eggs. You whisk together your eggs and your Parmesan cheese. until you have something that doesn't look very attractive. Now, we have a couple of minutes until our pasta is ready. I don't know what I could talk about. The weather. It's warm in Northern Ireland. The royal baby. I don't know anything about babies. Holidays in Italy. What else did I learn about motorbiking? Tunnels are a big deal. Leathers are really hot. You need quite open hips to get off and on motorbikes. Whenever there's your husband here and the back box here, you have to like shimmy in. And there's nothing I want Mr. P more to do than to get a BMW touring bikes. They have like little seats at the back with a pillion. That's what a passenger is called in proper motorbike speak. And you have like a little comfy seat. And it didn't have one box, it had 3 boxes. And if I had 3 boxes, I could bring pretty things with me and look pretty. Instead of wearing the same pair of denim hot pants for pretty much 4 days. Although Mr. P seems to like the denim hot pants, so maybe he did that on purpose. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, we're a minute off here. So you turn the heat under the bacon back on. You want it really, really, really nice and hot. And you get a colander ready. Obviously, it's pink. Little pink kitchen, you know. Then you wait probably for the longest minute of your life to happen. Dum da dum da dum. BMW touring bikes. Dum da dum da dum. 3 boxes. I could have a variety of denim hot pants. Maybe that's how I should sell it to Mr. P. What do you think? Maybe? Maybe not. I don't know. Hurry up, pasta. I'm hungry. I need you to cook. Maybe this is what Kate's feeling like with the royal baby. Anyway, when your pasta's ready, you drain it. You don't drain it terribly well because you want it to have a little bit of moisture. Then you add your pasta to the egg and you add your bacon to the egg. Turn off the heat, take out the whisk. You should have probably done that first. And then you stir like so. And what happens is the heat of the pasta cooks the egg. You have this lovely creamy carbonara sauce. That's why I grated the cheese quite finely, because then it melts easily. Whisk, 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 whisk. Whisk, whisk. Except I'm not whisking. This is why I'm putting videos on YouTube, and I'm yet to be an internationally acclaimed food presenter, isn't it? Oh well. You toss, or stir, or mix, whatever the hell it is I'm doing here. And eventually, you'll have pasta covered in lovely sauce. Then what you do is you get a little bit of nutmeg and you grate as much nutmeg as you want over the top of your pasta. I don't know what these are. Kernels of nutmeg? Nuts of nutmeg? I tend to use about half. Grate, 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 grate. Grate, 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 grate. Grate. Give it one last toss. And then get a serving dish. Again with the pretty plate thing. You've heard it before from me. Pretty plate makes it a special dinner. Fancy pasta plate makes you think you're somewhere in fancy Italy. Not in East Belfast 4 days before payday. Then you serve delicious pasta carbonara. Hope you enjoy, and if you do, pluggy plug plug www.littlepinkkitchen.co.uk Love ya.